Now, moving on to the personal productivity, how can we manage ourselves? Okay, we already see that how can we manage our supervisor, how can we make the effective relationship. Now, these are some strategy to develop our own productivity. Audit your times. We have to organize our time schedule, keep a to-do list. I personally use the um, calendar of the mobile, okay, to um, notify me, okay, which are my upcoming events and upcoming seminars or workshops I have to attend, or any meeting or any deadline. I use the Google Calendar. And identify your priorities. We have to prioritize our task, because we have to have lot of tasks to do, multitask, okay, but we have to set the priority. Okay, so we sometimes we have to make it chunk. If we have a lot of tasks, we have to break it down. Sometimes we have to determine that which task is our now urgent to do it first, then less urgent, okay, but important, then you keep it for the next step. Then you can go for the unimportant task, you can eliminate. Map your strategy, determine your strategy, which strategy you follow. Okay, it's actually not one fit for all, okay, one size fit for all. We have to determine our own strategy, how can we move forward and smooth our journey and create a habit. PhD students and master students, we have to write a lot, we have to read a lot. So it requires a certain amount of times and efforts. So if we don't have this habit of reading, then we will face the difficulty in later on. And when you join into the workforce, when you join into the career, professional career, you will face a lot of issues, because we have to manage multiple tasks, okay, in the simultaneously. So if you don't practice this habit in your student life, then you will face these challenges and pitfalls in future. Okay, so I try to build it as a habit, so it becomes very normal for you. And avoid procrastination. I have a little bit discussion about the procrastination. It's a serious issue for the students. How can we overcome this procrastination? I will explain it later. And identify and avoid the distraction. We are living in a world, lot of distraction around us. We have to keep away from this distraction. We have to set some strategy. Okay, like Robin Sharma, he is my one of the mentor. Okay, I personally follow him. He I also log in his webinars, and then the subscribe his email. Always he give me the feedbacks and also the strategy. He suggests that to practice some zero device day. Okay, in a week, 1 day or 2 day, it's better to keep away the devices to make you more focus. Okay, I am trying also to do that. If not possible, if you have some urgent calls, then keep away the phones for minimum 2 hours or 3 hours, so that you concentrate on your study, okay, on your writing. Because our human brain is designed in a such way that we cannot do the both things in together. Okay, very few people, only 2 or 3% of people, they can do simultaneous work, a same work in a same time. Okay, so it's very difficult. Ambidexterity, actually ambidextrous people very few in our world. Okay, so as a human being, we have to be strategized. How can we avoid this distraction? Know when to take break. Sometimes we need to have a break and review the progress, how long you comes along the way. Okay, you have to review your journey, so it gives you a sense of satisfaction to move forward. So this is the procrastination. The procrastination, actually, the meaning that do something right now. Okay, sometimes we feel like I have to do this one now, but later on I will do. So I will skip. So these are some habit we have. Okay, so it is very harmful and very common for the postgraduate students. We are focusing on some unnecessary works sometimes. So this procrastination is harmful for not being a productive, and it hinder us to completing our research. So how can we tackle these issues? Be disciplined. We have to be disciplined about your personal life, not only the research life, and draw a timetable. If we have a timetable, it's a good way. It gives you the specific schedules and times. Identify your productive hours. In a day, all the hours are not productive. Okay, we have little bit discussion about that in later part, the which hour actually the productive. So we have to find out the which hours actually more productive on me, for me. An article and paragraph a day, it's a good practice. Okay, today morning I also saw Dr. Thaba shared one of the quote, let every one day one apple, so one day one article. So it's a good practice to uh, sorry to read and write down some paragraphs every day. So it makes you a consistent researcher, to keep you consistency, and learn to say no. It's very important. Sometimes as a human being we fail to do so. We are so humble, we are so think that what about the thinking, if I say the no, other people will be sad. But actually we have to concentrate on our own priority also. Okay, which if you're not finishing your task on time, then others problems surroundings will be more toxic for you. So we have to sometimes have to be uh, not rude, in a polite way, in a positive way. There have a lot of ways to communicate. Okay, so we have to be practice and skill and master about this. How can we say no in a positive way? This is a long discussion. If we learn to the negotiation class or any other classes, then we can see that how can we positively communicate, and positive way we can say no. To avoid the procrastination, we have to determine our mindset that just do it now, okay, without any hassle or without any kind of barriers. And sometimes if we have the long, so many problems, so many tasks to do, we have to break it down. Okay, break it down it in a chunk, and it helps you to finish the task. If still you cannot do, sometimes we have to take the assistance from our team. So that's why in research journey, actually research PhD thesis is not a one-man show. Okay, I love this quote. um, we need some assistance also, some consultants or some friends or peers. Okay, so that they can, some mentors, they can help you to set your priority. And if you have a collaborative team, research team, okay, they sometimes I feel that submission is a painful process. So I give this task to some co-authors. They are submitting my articles on behalf of me. Okay, we have the co-spending authors, multiple co-spending authors also can be. So because if I am good in some part, okay, I have strength in some certain aspect, so I can focus on that aspect. It's better. Okay, if every day you submit and get the rejection, it sometimes drain you the motivation. Okay, so the energy. So it's better to have a good team who is good that part. You assign that task for certain task. Okay, for him. And feeling isolated in a PhD students, sometimes it's very common, because nobody understand my thesis and nobody interested on my topic. It's actually my own journey, our own journey. So no need to be fed up. Okay, don't take it personally. At the end of the day, okay, we have to finish it. Okay, and we have to continue the mindset that it will be helpful for the community. I'm contributing significantly to the body of the knowledge. So what can I do? Self practice. Self practice is a good practice. So these are some strategy like personal goal setting, constructive thought pattern. We have to keep the positive mindset. Self talk sometimes works. Design the natural rewards. We have to give some. If chapter 1 I finish, then give some reward. If one article, one section I finish, give some reward. Okay, give some reward to motivate ourselves for the next step. Give some chocolate. Okay, eat some snacks. Okay, so these are some strategy to keep me productive and help monitoring, self monitoring, and self reinforcement. Okay, sometimes reinforcement also important to push us. Set your own priority clear and immerse yourself in writing. Find a strong mentor. It's a strong mentor selection is very important apart from your supervisor. If your supervisor is sufficient for you to be a mentor, then it's fine. Okay, but still sometimes we need some consultants to help to see the things from the different perspective. Okay, and grow a thick skin. It's important, because the sometimes we feel fed up when we got the constructive criticisms, but we have to keep this in our mind that rejections or criticism is a common. In the journals articles, some reviewers, they give the harsh comments, so we should not take it personally. Supervisors also give some uh, critical comments, so why he or she giving so many comments or like this negative comments, but actually they have some bright side. In future you will feel that. And mix with the right community, it's a, good strategy, because we have rules like law of association. Okay, if you surrounded with some toxic people, you will feel like they are your energy drainer, they are stealing your dream. Okay, so always surrounded some positive ecosystem, your friends, your families, so those who are positive. Okay, we have to mix with them strategically. um, if you feel that toxicity some places, you keep yourself away from there, because we cannot change the world. What we can do, I can change myself. That's the easiest way to do so. And get feedback from the peers. Okay, and attend conference and seminars. It's a good way to verify your framework or verify your thoughts. Conference is a good way to get the feedback. Okay, I also attend this month also attended in Nottingham. Previous month I went in UTM in the foodie conferences. So these conferences are help me to build the network and then to get the feedback whether I am in right way or not. Okay, and you also get some job in future also. For network is very valuable asset. Okay, nowadays the LinkedIn, okay, this kind of networking is very helpful to get some other revision or reviewing jobs. Okay, this kind of things. Aiming for the perfectionist is one of the problems. Sometimes we think that we have to make 100% perfect our thesis. Okay, this is a I say that wrong way. Okay, writing your dissertation is not about perfection. Okay, no thesis are perfect. You have to keep in mind we have to perfect our chapters, section, and paragraph and sentence. So focus onto the micro level. Okay, perfect that, then you submit. Okay, these are the things we have to feel. Done is better than perfect, so this is the word I'm looking for. Okay, we done is better than perfect. We have to complete first. There are a lot of ways and to improve later on. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. So this is some motivational steps. For the time management skills, this slide shared by Prof. Bijaya also. He suggested, he took this from Nick Becker. He suggested make a schedule and you will be 2 or 3 times more likely to complete the task. And take regular breaks. So after 15 minutes, 25 minutes or half an hour, you take some break, then you start your journey. You just walk away, okay, and do some exercises, light exercises, then you again. Sometimes our brain become tired. Okay, if you consistently looking into one topics or already deep into that, sometimes we need a break from different perspective we have to see. Okay, if you start again, then you see the things differently. Multitasking divides your focus and you are less creative. It's harmful for our creativity, multitasking. So better focus onto the one task in one time. Okay, time management. For the time management, he suggests also that build the bubble, protect it. When we start feeling good, when we get the good feedback, that means our bubbles is working. Okay, so keep this bubble surrounded and then protect it means try to keep away the distraction. Okay, there he shared that in University of Otago, actually they have a practice. They have a huge room. Okay, in that room the postgraduate students have a specific time that in that certain 2 hours they lock down the room, they sit down, and then they start writing. Okay, all the students together they start writing. So if I see that my friends are writing, then I also feel motivation to do the writing. Okay, I cannot give the excuses. So if it's not a practice, it's not possible to do practice, better you find out some friends. Okay, find out your colleagues to select this time frame and together you start writing. That's a good way to avoid the distraction. And selective association, I already explained. Distraction, social feeds, and priority we have to set up. The cognitive productivity, don't waste it. The health is very important, the positive mindset. And if you want to be extraordinary, we have to work extra. We have to keep in remember. don't feel that I'm doing extra, so it's no point. But no, we everything have some meanings in future. So be the genius you are meant to be, not DNA by habit, by structure and activities. We can develop our habits, we can be skillful by the practice. So if you have possible, you read the book Outliers. One of my favorite books, this Outlier books, he explained that if a person want to expert in some certain skill, 10,000 hours is sufficient to become a skillful. It's like if you want to be skilled in rugby, if you want to skill in piano, if you want to skill in research, minimum 10,000 hours required to become a expert. So this 10,000 hours, how long you spend, it's up to you. Okay, you can spend 12 hours in one day, you can use 2 hours in one day. So you calculate that to finish this 10,000 hours, how long you need. So it's upon you how long, how fast you want to successful. Okay. Some quotes from Robin Sharma: don't confuse activities with the productivity. Many people are simply busy being busy. Sometimes we are so busy, we pretend and show that we are so busy, but actually we are doing nothing. Okay. So Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. Club, this is one of the good books you can read, or there are some YouTube video also, 5 a.m. clubs. My co-supervisor, Dr. Siu Mei Ling, from my UPM master's co-supervisor, he also practiced it. He suggested me this book, that Rise at 5 a.m. This is the first. Most of the perfectionists, most of the scientists or the musicians, okay, our brain will be intake in the morning. Okay, these are the productive hours. So better to wake up early, sleep early, and then spend your first 20 minutes on exercise, do some exercises or prayer. Invest that next 20 minutes working on your plan, goal, and dream. Okay, the in Western country they have the practice the golden page. So in the golden page, actually they write down their own dream, what actually they want to achieve in their life. So today, what actually my priority. So this thinking or this practices help you to set your priority to routine, and devote the last 20 for the learning. Read some articles, read some books, to so that you make your life meaningful, make your day meaningful. Run this 20-20-20 formula for 66 days. So he's Robin Sharma suggests, if you practice this practices 66 days, then you can feel the progresses. So consistently we have to try it and share your progress on social media. They have a club, 5 a.m. club, so you can uh, notify, you can claim that you are a 5 a.m. club member. Okay, so if you want to get the best output from your productivity, then better to spend this 20-20-20 minutes in the early morning.